I bought a refurbished PS4 Slim from DKOldies for $250, and in this video, we're going to take an in-depth look at it and see if they actually refurbished anything. So at this point, I don't think DKOldies needs any introduction, so let's go ahead and open the box and see what's inside. Alright, so here we go. Got our classic wrapping here. Wow. Oh no, they used they used packing peanuts. Look how much extra space is in this console. Alright, so here's the packing slip. I ordered Dishonored Definitive Edition for the PS4. I got a PS4 Slim 500 gig, cosmetically flawed. I did use a coupon because I found one online. And let's see what's in here. We've got a HDMI cable. We've got a power cord. We've got, we got an OEM controller. Yes, let's go. It's about time. And we got an old school charging cable. I don't know why everybody uses old school. I do not like their products. So in case you don't know, Old School is a company that makes third-party accessories like controllers, cables, that sort of thing. You literally just saw this exact cable on the screen when I pulled it out of the box, and you'll see later that it doesn't work very well. It's very finicky. And the controllers they make as well, in my experience, are not good. Like this DualShock 3 is a piece of junk. This one right here is also a piece of junk for the original Xbox. The Xbox 360 one is a piece of junk. And, it's very clear that they're making these controllers to look exactly like the OEM, but like a slight difference. You can see on this controller, it's basically the same thing, but there's no X in the middle. And I'm even on their wholesale website right now, and they're clearly just a business that's made to make third-party accessories like as cheap as possible. Not good ones, just, as cheap as possible that are functional. And so, their stuff works, but it's just not very good. And this thing's in nice condition too. Nice. Pretty cool color. I think I've had one of those controllers. I come across one of them one time. And we got the PS4 Slim right here inside of some bubble wrap. And here it is. Let's go ahead and take it out and take a closer look at it. Well, hold on. Dude, wait a second. I ordered a PS4 Slim, right? They sent you can't make this up. I ordered a PS4 Slim. They sent me an OG PS4. All right, let's just let's roll with it. And let's take a closer look at this console. I took a look inside of the box and noticed I missed one other thing here. And we have the system and game startup. I don't know why they put this in here, because this is like only relevant to like N64s and old consoles. Not relevant at all to a PS4, which is interesting. But let's take a closer look at this console. First of all, you'll notice on the top, very scratched up. That's fair. It's called cosmetically flawed, so I expect that. And that thing gets, scratched up very easily. Now, it does look like down here they wiped it off, but probably used magic eraser, which is why you see this kind of weird streaking down there. Probably could have avoided that. To be fair, it could have been like that before. Got a little mark there, but nothing too crazy. Again, smudges and scratches. It is a cosmetically flawed. And yep, nice. We got still have our warranty seal intact. Thanks to Bespoke Post for sponsoring today's video. Bespoke Post is a monthly membership club that delivers a box of awesome, top-shelf goods from under-the-radar brands. It's free to join, you can skip a month, or you can cancel anytime. So basically, you go on their website, you fill out an onboarding quiz, and every month, Bespoke Post will introduce you to cool new products like outdoor gear, home and kitchen goods, and more, all based on your personal preferences. And one of the coolest parts is 90% of their products come from small brands, many of which are based right here in the US. Now, every box has around $70 of goods inside, but costs you only a fraction of that value. And of course, every month before it ships out, you can preview the box and you can decide if you want to keep it, swap it, or even skip that month with no charge. Now, one of the boxes I've gotten from Bespoke Post so far is called the Explorer, and this is a hiking kit that came with a nice little backpack for hiking. It also came with a stainless steel water bottle, a headlamp that you can put on your head, and last but not least, it came with this little snack for hiking. Honestly, I'm probably going to eat this in like 5 minutes. Another box I've gotten is the HO, and it came with a hot sauce, DIY hot sauce kit, a molcajete right here, and then also a taco stand. I already made one of the hot sauces, and man, that thing was hot, but I still got a mild one to make, and even cooler is the molcajete here. And I haven't found a good avocado yet for guacamole, but I have practiced with some other food in there, and it's just kind of fun grinding stuff up. So to get 20% off your first box of awesome, hit that link down below and enter JacobR20 at checkout, or you can go to bespokepost.com/JacobR20 to get your 20% off. So yeah, always awesome when you see a warranty sticker on a console that's supposedly been opened and cleaned. Now, the one thing I will note is that this console, I bought this a while ago. It was not recent, so it's probably before they actually started opening and cleaning their consoles, because if you've seen their videos recently, they've made some videos like showing their cleaning process and kind of acting like it's been there the whole time. It was probably before they started doing that. Let me just check this order date. It was, end of January, so a couple months ago, I think they were still claiming then that they open and clean consoles, and they've been saying they clean, test, and refurbish all consoles ever since I've been buying from them, so it should have been opened and cleaned and refurbished anyways, but just something to note. All right, so if we come over here to the listing I purchased from, it's called a PS4 Slim, 500 gigs. Condition is refurbished and cleaned and tested, so that means these consoles should be cleaned, tested, and refurbished, opened up, and cleaned. And we even have, a YouTube video they made a few months ago where they go through their whole process of getting a console in, opening it up, refurbishing it, cleaning it, all that good stuff, and shipping it out. And then they have a Facebook live stream they did like a week ago where they showed this process of opening and cleaning it out. And they even have comments replying to people saying, yes, we open and clean every console in our shop. And it's just, it's the fact that they're saying this and then we're getting consoles like this that have clearly not been opened up. Like they still have the original warranty seals, which means it hasn't been opened up. And, we'll see later in this video that it clearly was never opened and cleaned. So yeah, that's the whole predicament here. And let's take this cover off and see what kind of hard drive is in here. Yeah, so here's the hard drive. It is indeed 500 gigs. You can see it there. Definitely dusty though. Yeah, nice. That's a great sign. So of course, not a big deal having that much dust on a hard drive, but it's kind of just a sign of what's to come on the inside of this thing when we open it up later. But let's go ahead and take a closer look at the rest of this console. I want to look at the manufacturing date actually on the back. I don't know if it shows us the manufacturing date or the model number. Yes, this is a CUH-1001A. I would think that's one of the OG models. Let me look it up real quick. So as far as I can tell, the CUH-1001A is like either the very first model or one of the very first models. So that's great. They didn't send me a PS4 Slim, and they also sent me one that's like the very OG models, the ones that are like jet engines. And I just found our cosmetic flaw. It's missing one of the rubber feet on the bottom. It still seemed like decently stable though. But yeah, I showed you the controller briefly earlier. This is a really awesome controller. I honestly don't think it's been used much because the label on the back is in really good condition. Usually you'll get some wear and tear right there if it's been used a lot. But this controller looks good, so glad we finally got an OEM controller, and it's a really nice one, limited edition one. So that's cool. Let's go ahead and plug this thing in, though, and make sure it works. All right, the console is plugged in. Let's go ahead and turn it on. 3, 2, 1. Got life so far. Cool. Got my controller plugged up. Let's make sure this connects up. No way. They didn't even reset the console. Dude, we still got Preston somebody on here. Oh, what? Controller keeps disconnecting. Dude, I think it's this cable. I'll have to troubleshoot this a little bit later and figure out if it's the controller or the cable, but dude, they didn't even reset this guy's profile. We still got his stuff downloaded on here. Preston Drehobble. We got Red Dead Redemption 2 on here. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. A bunch of other random stuff on here. Let's see what other games we got. Yeah, so not much actually. It's like basically all the standard stuff. Call of Duty and then Red Dead. Which is actually good. I might can put in my own copy of Red Dead and test that out real quick. So far, the console's pretty quiet. We'll see if that changes when you put a game in and play it. Actually, do we have any mystery games here? Nope. No free mystery games. Let's go ahead and connect to the internet here and make sure we're not like banned or anything. All right, so I'm not quite sure what the controller is doing, but it's just like moving the cursor around on the screen by itself. All right, it seems to be okay now. I just unplugged the controller and plugged it back in. That was weird. So the internet is mostly working. We're not on the latest firmware update yet, so we can't actually sign in. But let's go ahead and check. I'm curious what firmware it's on here already. So let me check. So we're on 7.0. Wow, this thing has not been used in quite a while. I might keep it there. I don't know if there's any advantage to keeping it on a firmware that old, but it's just kind of interesting having it on an old firmware. Of course, I can't log in. I don't really want to log into this guy's account. Okay, yeah. So going to the notifications, you can see the last time he played was 2019 when he received some invitations to play some Call of Duty. Interesting. So this console has not been played in quite a while. And you can see the internet's working here. I connected up to a web page. But let's go ahead and put a game in. I'll probably go and grab my copy of Red Dead Redemption 2 since it's already installed, and we'll try that out. So I actually have Red Dead 2 on the Xbox, not the PS4, so I ended up pulling out Gran Turismo Sport, put this in here, played it for a while, and the console's getting pretty hot, but it actually hasn't turned into a normal PS4 jet engine like the early PS4s usually do, but no problem, it's working fine. And again, I haven't actually tested out the internet fully. I haven't tested out PSN fully because I don't want to update this past firmware 7.0. But let's go ahead and turn the console off. And actually, there's one other thing I noticed. They forgot to send me the game. If you guys remember, I ordered Dishonored. We even saw it on the packing slip, and I just tore through the entire packaging. No game. So they sent me the wrong console. No game. Awesome, but they redeemed partially with the cool controller. Not really, but let's go ahead and turn this off and take a look at the inside and see what it looks like. So guys, if you like my videos here, make sure to check out my website down below. It's called jrobgaming.com, and I've had a newsletter sign up for quite a while now, and in the past I've kind of used it mostly for discount codes for my website, but I'm transforming it now into an actual weekly newsletter where I share interesting gaming content such as, overpriced weird consoles I find, funny gaming content online, and just anything else that I think is interesting. So we start by taking this piece off, we take the hard drive out, and then we'll have to take off some screws in the back, and we'll get inside. All right, gotta do the dirty here. Take the warranty seal off. Add to my collection over here. Oh, and that one's already. Oh, that's interesting. That one was already. Huh? Has that one been removed before? Okay, I'm starting to rethink. I think this console may have been opened up before. Now I'm not sure. Probably not by DKOldies because they didn't put their own warranty sticker here. But that one just popped off really easily. Now the problem with warranty seals is there are ways to circumvent those and remove them without damaging the seal itself. So you never quite know if it's been opened or not. All right, I got the 4 screws in the back off. Let's go ahead and take the bottom plate off and reveal the inside. And here we go. Oh, yeah. This thing is filthy. Oh, man. Wow. Yeah, this thing either has never been opened up or has not been opened up in years. That is disgusting. Not as bad as the Desert PS3, but it's getting there. And yeah, you can see some nice clumps up there. You got all this dust and dirt in the fan. And yeah, guys, every console is opened up and cleaned. Took this metal piece off and it revealed some nice new dust clumps right there. Gotta love them. All right, and here's a look at the power supply. Nice and dusty inside and out. Oh yeah, got those big clumps right there too. All right, so here's the disk drive. Looks pretty good on this side. I didn't mention it earlier, but the disc to pull a disc in was extremely slow. I actually had to force it all the way in because it wouldn't pull it in itself all the way. And you can kind of, if you look on this side, you can see a little bit of dust and grime there, which would make sense. If you go in there and clean the rollers and all the mechanisms in there, it should be fine. All right, I got this piece off and you can see nice and dusty. Let's keep going. I want to get down to the heat sinks and the thermal paste and see what that looks like. A little bit dusty under here, not too terrible. Let's go ahead and keep going though. All right, I think we should get the thermal paste reveal here, maybe. All right, finally got the motherboard flipped over and boom, there we got thermal paste. Very thin, not much left. So yeah, there you go. You got your APU right there with a little bit of thermal paste left, not a whole lot. Right on the heatsink, there's basically nothing left. And this is basically a launch model PS4, and 10 years old. It definitely needs thermal paste replaced by now. So that should be part of the refurbishing process. I could see you not replacing thermal paste on like a newer PS4 Pro or PS4 Slim that just brand new within the last 5 years maybe or so. I do want to keep going though because this fan, that thing looked nasty. So let's take this last metal piece off and look at the fan. All right, I forgot about the heat sink. So got the heat sink here. Oh yeah, coated in dirt and dust. Nice. And I got dust flying all around my room. It does not smell very good in here. It just smells. It's just like a musty, dusty smell. I don't know, not good, but nice. So that's not great. And then, whoo boy, this fan, whew, man, that thing is nasty. So after seeing everything in this package that DKOldies sent me, I think it's pretty clear if you've been watching my videos, my DKOldies videos since I started doing them, that I think it's pretty clear that this is by far the worst console they've sent me. It's actually just the second dirtiest console they've sent me. They sent me a PS3 a few months ago that was just absolutely filthy. It looks like a desert. Probably the dirtiest PS3 I've ever seen in person. But this console was very dirty, and just the entire package makes it the worst console because, frankly, they forgot the game. They gave me the wrong console, which is the biggest thing. Like, they gave me the older PS4 instead of the PS4 Slim that I paid extra money for. The disc drive didn't even work properly. Like, you had to push the disc all the way in, even though it's supposed to pull it in automatically. I can't even, there was a few other things. Clearly, it was never opened and cleaned or refurbished. The thermal paste was still there. Frankly, this console was clearly never tested, cleaned, or refurbished. If they had tested this console, first of all, they would have factory reset it. Second of all, even if they hadn't factory reset it, there would at least been a game that would have popped up on the screen when I turned it on that they used for testing. And I'm like 99.99% sure they did not use Red Dead to test because that's such a large game. It would take forever to install. And clearly this console came into the shop, they wiped it down, and then shipped it straight back out without testing it, cleaning it, or refurbishing it. And frankly, just ridiculous at this point considering they're constantly claiming that they open and clean and refurbish every console. So let me know down below what you guys think about this console, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.